Hello everybody, this is a demonstration of BCS02. It works the same way as BCS01. There's some slight differences in the organization. The file naming convention is different too. I'm going to update BCS01 so that it uses the same one as this one because I like this one better. It's faster. Um, but this is just going to be a demonstration of how to use this. So I have some pre-made characters here. These are the ones I used for the screenshot. It works the same way. You just select your bones, go into pose mode. Uh, BCS 2 does not have any poses because it was just taking too long to push out. So I got lazy and I didn't make any. But I am going to save these to the file and re-upload it. So these will be at least 6 pre-made poses. Um, but yeah, you can just select the bones. You know, it moves. The hands come off, but the feet do the same thing. I believe you just have to make sure you put the hand where it needs to go. This makes it convenient for rotating, so you can move the arm where you need it, and then you can rotate the hand. The downside is it pops off. It's just a bone limitation thing. I think I think there's a way to fix it, but as you can see, these are uh, rigged and ready to go. Um, you got the skeleton over here, the cat skeleton, pose mode lace. You can see that the leg works. So now I'm going to show you how to make one from scratch. So you just go into your armature parts. You're going to want to take the universal armature and make sure you're in object mode. Don't be a goofball like me. Just going to take and you're just going to plop it down. And then you're going to want to go to, let's see, I think I forgot to put the base in here like a dummy. You don't actually need a base, it's just nice to have one. Um, part here, and parts, and then also I forgot to mention. So actually I'm gonna start before I make this. I'm gonna start a completely new scene actually. So we're just gonna go to new. We'll just do general. Don't save. So we're gonna start a new scene. So like let's say if you just got it, caught myself for making a mistake. You don't really need any of that stuff. You could leave the light and camera if you want to use it, but you can easily bring those back if you need to. You're gonna want to go down to the bottom, and you want to click this, and you're gonna want to find your asset browser. Some people call it asset library, and then you're gonna want to go. Now you see the stuff's in here automatically. Just ignore that. Just pretend that this is empty. Let me see. Yeah, it'll look like this. If this is the first time you're doing it, you're gonna go down to File. You're gonna want to go to there's Edit. It's Edit. My bad. Edit Preferences. Then you're gonna want to go to File Paths, and then Asset Libraries right here. This will most likely be empty if this is the first time you're doing this. You're gonna hit plus, and then you're gonna go and you're gonna find the thing that you downloaded from TurboSquid. You're gonna find that blend file. It's gonna have a text document with it, and you're gonna want all that in the same folder because that's what names all the categories and stuff. So I have an example. Let me see if I can just get straight to it. There we go. So right here, BCS02. You can just download the blend file and it'll work. You just nothing will be organized. It'll just be a big pool of parts. So inside this folder right here, this BCS02, is that popping up? Damn, it's not popping up. Well, it's a good thing I caught that. Hang on, I gotta fix this because OBS is stupid. It only captures the window. Hang on. I gotta capture my desktop. It won't work right if I don't. Pop up a new one. Go to display capture. Display capture. Okay, put this down below game capture, below work window. Now we're just recording everything. Also, my face fell off. Ow. All right, so now you can see all the pop-ups instead of just the thing. You should be able to see this now. Cool. So I gotta redo it because fucking stupid ass shit. All right, so you load up you make a new scene, switch this to asset browser, go to edit preferences, file paths. This should be empty. Hit the plus. Then you'll go and find the folder that all the files are in. So for me, I have my so here's all of my projects: BCS1, BCS0, 2, 3. I copy them and I place them in a separate folder. And when you download it, you're going to take that download and you're going to put it, you're either going to extract it or take all the files and drag and drop them into their own folder like this. So inside this folder, you'll have the blend file and the text file. You'll hit add asset library. You'll close this out and you'll go down to this drop down menu. You'll say BCS02. You click it and you'll have all the parts. This is the all category, so it's going to be completely unorganized. And so to make a character, your first step would be to place a base down, but I forgot to put it in the file again because I'm stupid. Let me see if I have any bases. I do not. I'm so dumb. Hang on. Well, we're not going to worry about it. You don't need it. You don't actually need a base. We'll just put this down. Rotate the 90. And actually what you could do is you could create an empty, because that'll do the same thing. So go to object, add, or not object, yeah, just add, and then you're going to want to do we have empties in here? Surface, empty, here we go, empty object, plane axes. So you're going to add an empty, and you're just going to take this and snap it to vertex. Just snap it in place. It lets you do it. Come on. Play. There we go. And then, now that it's centered, you can just go and move it here. 0.5 or so. It doesn't need to be perfect. I don't know why it's not centered. It should be centered. Delete that. You can just move this wherever you need it. We'll just sit in the middle right there. I gotta add the base, because if you add the base, it just snaps onto it easier. I'm a dummy. Anyway, so now that you have your armature, you have to pick the type of foot you want. Once you have the base or the armature down, everything else is easy. Technically, you don't need to move this at all. You can just leave it wherever you want, and attaching it's easy. I'll show you that after we make this. So we'll take the take this foot. Oops, be careful not to accidentally create multiple things. You hit Shift S, cursor to selected. Don't change that anymore, just do that once. You don't have to do that ever again. Select the feet, and then selection to cursor, which is different. It'll move it to the thing. You might have to rotate it if it's facing the wrong way. And there you go. So now then you'll take and you'll join the feet to the armature. So see how the armature is lit up? That means that's the active armature. You're going to select the feet first, then that. You're going to go to object. You're going to go to join. Then you're going to go into edit mode. And then over here, there's the bone properties. You're going to click that. And you're going to select and open up relations. This lets you know where the shit needs to be connected. You're going to select the connection point that's not connected. And you're going to connect it to the thigh. Because that's what we joined the lower half with this half. This is the only major difference. You got modular armatures. Normally, you just plonk down the pre-made armature, and you don't have to do anything. But this one comes with modular armature. It lets you do more flexible stuff potentially. Um, with future asset libraries that I release. So you're gonna select the gaskin in this case. If it were the human, you'd be selecting the shin. It just depends on what type of foot or tail that you may be using. But in this case, it's gonna be the gaskin. It's gonna be connected to the. Just type it in thigh, right thigh, connect. You're gonna do the same thing over here. You're gonna type in thigh, but left thigh connected because it's the left side. If you look at it from behind. And then just double check, make sure this is all connected. There you go. You can go into top, go into pose mode, and you can test it by grabbing the hips. So it's moving up, but the feet aren't moving with it. So it usually means you got to go down, go back into that mode. This needs to be connected to the hips. These are the ick bones that control the rotation of the foot and the movement of the legs. Make that the hips as well. And then go back into pose mode. Select the hips. There you go. So now everything moves. That's just one way to do it. There's other ways you could do it. There's like you could do it however you want, but that would be the easy way to do it. Now that that's done, you could build the character because that's it. That's all you have to do. It seems a little complicated at first, but it's not that bad. It's just attaching things. It's just using menus. You're not doing anything crazy. Just if you can click a button and use a menu, you can do this. So then we go to object mode, and we can build a character. So let's build like a type of mummy or something. So we'll give it arm wrappings. Go select, move that to cursor. Rotate on the 90. Let's make our lives easier and make this face the correct direction. There we go. Because apparently mine's facing on the Y. I guess other people. I guess the default is the X. That's my bad. I didn't know the X was the default. To the humerus, put that out. That, and then the forearm. Shit. Make sure you don't select multiple things. It can be a little glitchy. I don't know why it does that. It's just a really stupid glitch. Like you get the stop sign cursor for no reason. It's like box select mode, and even though we don't want box select mode, it's over here. That's why. Here's over here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a really stupid glitch. Just sometimes it doesn't cooperate. So now that arms are done, we're gonna go to bodies. Take this. I have a pre-made. You can build it, the skeleton, from scratch using all the individual bones, or you can use the pre-made body, which is what we're gonna do. Put that there. We're gonna get this over here, down there. Let's see. Just go to the feet. Let's get the ruined ninja suit. Let's get that. Bam. Turn transparency off. We were in transparency mode, not sure why. That's up here. This is up here at the top right. This is how you control all your different shader things. You're gonna want it in solid mode, and then the shade, and then the X-ray turned off. Whatever this is called. Yeah, X-ray. So we're gonna get. Let's make like a. No, we'll just make it better. Let's put this here. Go. Then we need the. No hair, obviously. Hands. Yeah, we'll do the fingerless gloves. Like that there. That there. It's already rigged, so you don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to do is, if you want your character to, if you want the left side and right side to move independently, you got to make sure you attach everything and apply all the mirrors. So you want to join everything except the weapons, and then apply the mirror, and then attach your equipment last, and then everything will move independently from one another. Let's go with the cat skull. Go ahead and put that on there. Let's see. Well, we'll do. I guess we'll try this. I don't know if this will fit. We'll try it. It kind of fits. The cool thing about mine is it's modular, so you can take this. It's already rigged, so you can actually scale this down, and you could force something to fit if you really want to. Now there's a limitation. It depends on how you're modifying it. That may require you to do more weight paints, but you can actually, if you go into edit mode for these objects, you can change it. You don't have to do this. This is optional. It just adds more flexibility to the system. Let's see. Squeeze in. Yeah, there we go. I want it to be a little baggy because it's a skeleton. This originally would be something someone with flesh would be wearing, so it would have to be a little baggy on a skeleton because they don't have as much surface volume as a living flesh being. A living flesh being is gonna take up more space than a skeleton. Alright, so there we go. So we got that. Of course, you didn't have to do that. You could just use a pre-made hat. They're named. So here's a catfolk helmet. So we could just we can hide that. And we could have just used. It's doing it again. Why the fuck does it do that? Just put the catfolk helmet on. There you go. Fits pretty much perfectly. And you could have just skipped modifying, but you can modify if you want to. We'll go to the legs, and let's go with. I don't know what I want to use. A lot of choices here. Let's try this, I guess. This is a glitch. The dress is not supposed to be in here. I'll have to fix it later. I'm gonna have to grab the gaskin. Put that on there. And go to shoulders. We already have the shoulder blade, don't need it. Could put the scarf on, why not, I guess. Might have to adjust it. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's like medium low poly. Put a cat tail on there. Waist, get the. Oh wait, hang on, I changed my mind. Get rid of the dress, and we're gonna get. Put that on there. And then I don't want to use one of these, but I got two for each. I have 3 different ones for each gender. Fit them there. Uh-oh, these are broken. Ah, shit. This is what happens when you do big projects. You fuck shit up. How the hell did that happen? This had the same origin point as the other stuff. Well, unfortunately, we can't use these because I broke them because I'm a stupid fucking idiot. So I'll have to fix that. I gotta add the base plate anyways. So now that that's done, let's see. Let's give it a samurai sword. No, let's give it a worn ancient spear. That should be in here somewhere. Worn ancient gladius. There we go. So I'm just gonna take, and that's the wrong side. Delete that. Bam. Remain edit nodes too. I don't know why this is on the floor. What the fuck happened? Everything's screwed up. Ow. Selection occurred. Oh, I see what happened. It went to the grid. Hang on, shift cursor to selected. It went to the floor for some reason. So we'll leave this here. What the hell? Either that or crazy. Let me go back to the pants. What the hell is going on? Waste. Yeah, it works fine. Okay, so Blender's just fucking with me. Make me feel like I'm crazy, you fucking asshole. So this doesn't fit, but we could force it to fit. We can delete this, or we can modify that, so we can like, we can just delete it entirely, so we could use the shorts because it's funny, or you can undo that and you can force this to fit. You can scale it up so it, you know, comes out of the pants. There's a lot of modular stuff you can do. Also, make sure, you always have to make sure that that cursor is in the center because they all share the same origin point, which is why it's modular. If they don't share that origin point, the whole thing just kind of falls apart. No, until once it's combined, you can change it. You can do it if you want, but if they're separate parts, you're probably going to want to leave that alone. Alright, let's split this. Why does it do that? I'm not in box select mode. Come on, Blender. Gee. Making me look stupid. I don't know why it does that. See, it works fine, but sometimes when you go down here, it just selects everything. It's really weird. Anyways, that was distracting. So we'll grab that. No shield. Let's get 2 weapons. Fuck it. We'll get a left katana, a worn one. Bam. No magic. So now our character's done. We just select, we can hide that, get out of our way. You can select and hit H to hide. And then we just select all the parts except the equipment. All the body parts and armor and clothing. You can move it to make sure you got everything. If there's stuff missing, you can hit right click and that will undo the grab. You hit G to grab it. It's like, oh, I missed the hands. We'll hit right click to undo it and then select the hands and then missed the robe. And there's what, a forearm or something? Ah, it's a duplicate forearm. So we'll hide that, delete that. Alt H, deselect the armature. I'm going to hit object, join. If you get an error that says it's not active, just control left click or shift left click, depending on your controls, one of the objects, because it needs an active object. It has to be a yellow highlighted object or it won't join because it's stupid. And then we'll go in here and we'll hit apply mirror and we'll assign the armature. And we'll do the same thing over here. We'll assign the armature, assign the armature. It's just a drop down menu. Just select it. There should only be one armature, and that's the same armature we pulled from the library right here. And now you're done. The character's done, and now you can animate it. You can go to select the armature. It's all these floating stick looking things. We'll go over here into pose mode, and there you go. You have your characters ready to battle. And now you might have to fine tune it. I have placed some space in here because it makes it easier for you to figure out where you want it. And I will have pre-made poses added today at some point. Well, it's 9:30, so sometime after 9:30, I'll have this fixed. I'll have the base plate asset in there. I'm gonna fix the other glitches for the other things too. I didn't make the bone center to the pole, the weapons, because there's just so many different weapons that it's just impossible to get them all centered with the way I have this set up. Um, you can do it though, like once your character's done, you can just go into the armature and change it. Um, it will so like if you've moved and did a pose, if you change the bone, it will update that. But I'll go ahead and show you real quick because this is modular. So now that we're in edit mode, it's like I hate that this is not, directly in the poll, right? So somebody may say that they don't like it. Well, you can change it. Just go into edit mode, and just line up. Bam, done. Then go back into pose mode. There you go. And apparently, it didn't undo any of our work. That's pretty cool. So now it rotates properly. I make too many different weapons, so I can't do it for. There'd be as many weapon bones as there are different weapons, so I can't unfortunately do that for the weapons unless I made a really long bone for everything, which would look pretty wonky. I do plan on making a modular weapon system and a texture system, but it's one thing at a time. It's already hard enough to do these, and there's so many glitches that I have to fix because I'm dumb. But yeah, just go here. We're gonna save this pose. So I'll show you how to do that too, because maybe you want to save a pose that you like. It's not hard. All you need is the camera, so you can get your pose preview, and that's basically all you gotta do. So we'll just have him like a guard, like he's guarding the path, or he or she or they, whatever their pronouns are. Kind of like that. Hips down, down there. You shout or something. Because there's really not much else to show. Like, we already built the character. You just drag and drop. Move selected the cursor. But before that, you're going to put a cursor to selected. So you gotta set the cursor first. After that, then you move it to selected to the cursor. Which is easier if you have the base plate that I forgot to put down. It's low poly, so I don't have to be perfect. Your poses. If you know how to 3D print, you can probably print these out on Blender, but you have to learn the support system. I don't know how to do that. I'm assuming you just make sure it's world scale, and then after that, you just build a support model and then print it out. It's worth trying. I need to get a filament printer. I don't like resin printers. They're gross. I'd rather just do epoxy molds. Yeah, it's safer. I mean, the resin printers would probably be easier in terms of quality, but you get the same thing from filament, but you have to you got to sand it down somehow, fill it those print layers. I'm not sure which one's faster. For me, that would be the factor. Like, which one's the fastest? Personally, I think I'd just rather use molds personally. Alright, so there we go, we got that. So point the sword. Oops, I don't know what I did. No, I'm not too good. Putting it forward. Rotate it that way. Relax it a little bit, I guess. And make sure it's straight. It's not straight. The sword's bent because it's old and worn out, but I want the arm to be straight. The head looks fine. Legs look fine. I think it just needs to be tilted back. And I want this to move independent of the weapon, but I can't. So this up here like that, and then hang on, I'm stupid. Let's undo this. Let's just go back. There we go. And then take this, slide it down. There, so now that we got our pose is done, we can go over here to the object data properties. We got bone groups. We open that up. We got lower and upper bones. We select that, it'll select all the upper bones. If we deselect and go over here and select lower bones, we'll select all the lower bones. This lets you segment your poses so you can mix and match them. It kind of works. I mean, there's some like glitchiness between different types of armatures, like a human pose and a non-human pose. But most of the data does carry over, so you might have to just tweak a few little things, but it is still modular. I'm not sure where the glitches are coming from. Jesus, somebody got sick in the bathroom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the upper bones. And then after we do that, we're gonna go to object mode, and we're gonna add a camera. You're gonna hit the 0 on your number pad. This lets you see what's happening. You're gonna hit it again because we have to enable a setting. I'm gonna go to view over here. There's a little menu, so if we close it, there's a little tiny arrow, the tiniest fucking arrow in the world. You're gonna click it, and it's over here on the upper right side of the 3D view. And you're gonna go down, you're gonna click the view panel, and you're gonna click over here where it says lock to 3D cursor. You're gonna click that. Or no, wait, I'm wrong. Ignore me. Camera. Is the camera to view? Yes, it's camera to view, not that. We don't want that top one. Want camera to view. And you slow close that out. So this what this does is wherever we're looking, the camera is gonna look too. And this is how you get your thumbnail for your pose. So we'll hit 0. That looks pretty good. You can change the background colors, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. So we'll go to armature poses, and we'll go to upper poses. We'll go back into pose mode. We got our upper pose selected, and then we're going to go to asset. Where's the catalog? Pose. Where is it? It's like a little button. copy pose. Why are you being difficult? I have the active assets right here, asshole. Create pose, it won't work. What if I copy the pose? Apply. Cause they had a couple updates and they fucking changed some shit. Fuck the shit. Copy pose. It won't let me create the pose. Create the pose. Oh my god, you're so stupid! Disable. Asset browser must be set. Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Jerk. Yeah, make sure you're in the current file like this, and then you'll let you do it. Because you're building your own asset library. It won't let you modify other libraries because if you do, you'll break them, right? You can do that. You can edit a pre-existing library. You just have to make sure you change the linkage. But be wary. If you do that, it will change the file. So right here it says append. It's reuse data. But if you link it, like it will basically become the same. Like you can fuck it up. You'll have to re-download it if you mess up something. But for your own scene, we won't make any categories. We're just gonna put it in here. So you'll select your upper bone, and then you'll create a pose asset. Bam, done. There you go. Lower bone. Create pose asset. Also, we screwed up. Hang on, we gotta go down like this. Hit the refresh button because it's the lower pose. We'll go in a little further. There we go. And then we'll do the same for the upper pose. This one. Zoom out a little bit. You just have to select it and hit the little refresh button to refresh it. Luckily, it refreshes pretty easily. Let's try a side pose because we're trying to get everything in frame. Can zoom in a little more on that. Looks like. There you go. I think that'll work. So there you go. You made your character, you made your poses, and just to prove it works, you go to pose mode, clear transform all. So now we're back in the T-pose mode. If we select everything, we can just click and then click. Bam. Done. If there's more poses, you could mix and match, have your own little thingy. But yeah, that's it. I enjoy the fucking shit. I want to end the video because this is almost fucking an hour long. Oh my god.